Hi, teacher. This is my third video, and this is my lesson plan format. Lesson plan number 14. Here I have informative data, name of school, it does not apply, them, gerunds and infinitives, date, January 18, 2021, grade, second baccalaureate, duration of class, 45 minutes, proficiency level, elementary B1, 1, CE, FR. Lesson plan designer, Reina Blanca González Roca. Okay, TEFL objectives. Throughout this lesson, students will be able to, for listening, identify the different rules for gerunds and infinitives. In speaking, they will be able to use appropriately the form of the verbs. In reading, they will be able to recognize the structure about gerunds and infinitives. In writing, they will be able to construct sentences according to the rules from gerunds and infinitives. Okay, for this class, the methodology and the strategies I use are total physical response, otherwise known as TPR, is an approach that follows the idea of learning by doing. In strategies, visual scaffolding, providing language support through visual images. Whole group, worksheet, communicative activities. Okay, for anticipatory set, the teacher asks students to work in their student book. Activity 1, posting your feelings and emotions. Take the test and then complete the grammar chart below. How do you deal with your emotions? This kind of activities, I think that it's very important for students because they can practice their pronunciation and they can express their ideas. Okay, continue with main teaching input. For warm-up activity, teacher shows to students a PowerPoint presentation about gerunds and infinitives. Okay, I'm going to share a PowerPoint presentation. Here it is. Material class number 14, PowerPoint presentation about gerunds and infinitives. This presentation will help students to understand in a best way the use of gerunds and infinitives with a deep explanation and some examples. Okay, gerunds and infinitives. What is a gerund? Here is examples, more examples, and infinitives examples, and I included a grammar reference chart too. Okay, this is the presentation. Continue with the lesson plan. Okay, teacher explains reflect on grammar from the book. In this book, there is a space in which there is a reflect on grammar. Okay, the teacher explains too. Teacher asks students to work in their book again. Students should classify the verbs in the word bank into appropriate categories. Okay, read the news posted in the personal blog, fill in the gaps with the correct form of the verbs, in parentheses. Then listen and check. Teacher checks the correct pronunciation. As you can see, there are many activities from the book, and I included here. Modeling, the explanation through the PowerPoint presentation and the examples of gerunds and infinitives provided by the teacher are clear models that students can use in a correct form. Guided practice, students develop an activity in which they have to complete a worksheet, grammar quiz, in which they have to choose the best answer. Teacher is monitoring the activity. When students finish it, students practice in pairs the pronunciation. Okay, I'm going to show you the supplementary material about the worksheet, grammar quiz. Okay, this worksheet is about gerunds and infinitives. Students can practice in an easy way. They have to choose the best answer. Okay, it's a grammar quiz. It's for practice only in the class. Okay, and here there is an answer key. Okay, As you can see, there are 16 statements, okay? Okay, continue with independence practice. Okay, short essay. Students choose one important event in which their famous person was the protagonist. They write his or her feelings and emotions related to the event. Then they have to write their own feelings and emotions and reactions about both the famous person and the event. Okay, this kind of activity, it's very important and useful for students because they can practice the speaking and writing. I say the speaking because then in assessment, students' participation. They read their short essay to the class. Teacher checks the pronunciation. Okay. Closing review and follow-up. At the end of the class, the teacher makes a review about the topic and writes some examples in the whiteboard. For example, I dislike waiting for buses. They recommended meeting earlier. She helped to clean the kitchen. Okay, these are some examples. Okay, this is all for my lesson plan. Thank you very much.